937, Hartford's #1 for hip-hop and R&B. This is the Rider 5, a Rush Hour Mix, brought to you today by your personal injury firm, Zaya's Law. We got DJ Craig G on the turntables right now. What up, Craig?
Oh.
She is unbelievably beautiful.
Stop it, you guys.
And talented, too. Like, bring the talent.
You guys are
into the
so
factor.
gassing. Stop it.
Okay, well, thank you. All right, so we got Tai'Aysha here with us today, brand new artist. If you heard her new record, One Night Ting with Saweetie, it's one of my favorite records right now. Craig, you've been playing that. Can you play a little sample of that, little loop there, Craig G? Okay, all right. So you are how old, Tai'Aysha?
How old do I look?
Well, I heard you're in your 20s, but you look like you're about 16 years old.
Oh, don't say that on the radio. You're going to make the hot boys stop looking for me.
If I see you at the bar, there's going to be an issue. Hold on 1 second. Let's play this right here. Let's do this. Yes. I love this. This is it. You going to sing? No, you ain't gonna do it.
No.
You don't want me singing. It's gonna be a problem.
Gosh.
I'm gonna take your job, Tai'Aysha. I'm gonna take your job right now.
Too much Hennessy. Yes.
Man, this record here. Mm-hmm. Yes. All right, so we're going to get to that in just a second, but let me tell you how passionately I feel about that record.
Thank you.
I started hearing that record months ago here. The DJs are playing it during the mix show, and I love that record. But I will admit, I never asked whose record is that. You know what I'm saying? They'd be playing the mix show. I never asked.
Yeah,
then when I found out you were coming in, I said, Craig, Tai'Aysha's going to be coming in. I said, I know we have a record from her, and Craig played the record, and I said, oh damn. That is the record that I love.
You like that?
I love the record. It's featuring Saweetie. I love the video.
It's sexy, right?
It's so sexy. All right, so first of all, how did you pair up with Saweetie for the record?
Well, I always really liked her. I really like her voice and her style. I think she's really cool, and we have kind of matching energies. So when I heard this record, I wanted to make sure that she was on it for real. So I called everybody I know. Keep her on the record. Let's do it. Let's go. And she agreed to do it, and I'm still floored. So I'm wicked excited. I think it's really hitting people, and it's making people feel hot.
I think it's going to be an incredible record for the summertime, especially because it just feels so free and just flowing, and it's like the warm weather that's coming in now. It's a perfect record for this time of year.
Yeah, the beach and a drink, or you ride with your top down. Take your top down.
Yeah,
all that stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's an incredible video.
Who would hate to see that? So I wouldn't like that.
Tai'Aysha, I just want to warn you right now about somebody that's in the building here, in the room with us. That would be DJ Michi.
I love me some Michi.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Because this man is a super creep. He's been following you for years. And I went onto your IG, and all your pictures he liked.
Michi, you didn't even tell me we was about to start dating. Like, what's
super
going
creep.
on?
Super creep over here, Michi.
No, Michi, just give me some flowers, and maybe you could buy me a drink and a hookah. We're good. We're good.
Okay, that's all it takes there, Michi. Yeah. Okay, he's over there blushing. All right, let's play the record. We'll be back with Tai'Aysha in just a couple of minutes. We got more to learn about her. It's Hot 937. It's Hot 937, Hartford's #1 for hip-hop and R&B. We have Tai'Aysha in the building with us today. Of course, we played One Night Ting just a few minutes ago featuring Saweetie. So you're from Massachusetts.
Yes.
So tell me how you guys started in music. Tell me a little bit about your background. Where in Massachusetts did you grow up?
I grew up a little bit of everywhere, so whoever wants to claim me is cool, but mostly like Methuen, Lawrence. How I got into music, like as soon as I could walk, I was dancing.
Okay.
So I've always loved music. I always loved to sing in the mirror with my hairbrush. But then when I was granted the opportunity, to get into the studio with like a real mic and a real producer, I took it and I grabbed that opportunity by the
horns? I'm gonna say horns. Honey, I didn't know where that was going.
We'll say by the horns, and I rode it all the way home.
Okay, all right.
Oh yeah.
So how old were you when you actually really started getting in the studio?
I was about 20 years old. Yes.
And how old are you now?
23.
Okay, so 23. So you really haven't been making music that long. But have you been performing as a child and all of that? Like, were you like up on stage? Like, what's your musical background?
I mean, all throughout middle school, I was in chorus classes.
Nice.
So I would sing with all my little group and stuff, learned how to read music and all that. But I just always loved it. I just never thought that it could really be a real thing for me. You know? I didn't think about putting myself out there like that. But now that I did, look, I'm on the radio.
That is just a fascinating story because so many people have to do this for so long in order to be successful. So what was that one point where you were like, all right, now I'm becoming successful? Like, what happened that got you here?
It was when I met Steve Morales.
Okay.
And he's like literally a multi-diamond producer.
Okay.
He did Enrique, Celine, Beyonce, Lil Wayne.
Okay.
Anybody that you can think of.
So how did you meet him?
I met him because he saw videos of me. I was posting videos of myself dancing because I love to dance.
Right.
Like, I'm a dancer first. And he was like, yo, can you sing the way that you dance? Because I feel like when I move, it's always very free and emotional. So I was like, of course I can sing the way that I dance. And then as soon as I got on the mic, I was nervous, right?
Yeah.
But I killed it. I delivered it. And he was like, yo, your tone is crazy. You're going to be the biggest thing in the world. And I was like, thanks, Steve. And then now we're here.
He's like, thanks, Steve.
Yeah.
Moving on. One night ting.
Now we're here. We're here with one night ting.
But you must, I mean, honestly, I'm sure that, I mean, we all went through COVID. We're just coming out of COVID. So this means, like, this is new. This is so new for you, even though you've been making records for the last 3 years. Like, you're now on the road. You're in radio stations. You're talking to folks. I'm sure you're going to be starting to perform. I mean, is any of this nervous for you? Are you nervous at all?
I get nervous for sure.
Yeah.
Like, my first time in a radio station really was about 3 weeks ago. And I was nervous, but everybody still said I did good because I love people.
Right.
And I love to talk to people. But, you know, by the third time, it's a charm. What I always say is that nervousness and excitement come from the same part of your body.
Right, yes.
And your body is just confused. So if it's something that you want to do and you want to try, you want to put yourself out there, and you're nervous, just know it's just you being excited and confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm really grateful to be here.
It's so, I mean, your story is unbelievable. It's an incredible story.
It really is, right? And you know what? I feel like a lot of people would say, that it happened overnight. Number one, I pray a lot, you know? I'll never not give it to God. And number two, if you could see what I had to go through in the past 3 years, you would be like, yeah, big up, Tai'Aysha, because it was not easy for me either.
Really? So do you want to tell us some of the things that you did have to go through?
I mean, you know, running around, meeting people, studio to studio, stressing out, no sleep. And then on top of that, you know, all my boyfriends be stressing me out too. So
all of them?
Yeah, all of them. So my personal life ain't no walk in the park either. Well, you know?
Well, but I mean, I'm assuming, though, I'm not sure if you're joking or not, but I'm assuming, though, that you're learning that in order for you to be the star that you are now becoming, you need to have folks around you that are going to support that dream. Yes. And you cannot be with somebody that's stressing you out, calling you, wondering where you at, what's going on with you, because he can't get himself together.
That's why it's a one night thing.
Oh, okay.
You know, I can't get into it like that with nobody because I feel like this might sound selfish, but I can't sit around and care about other people's feelings or how they're going to feel about what I'm doing.
Right.
Because I'm really trying to build something for myself.
Right. Well, you can't settle and be with somebody that can't support you. I mean, that's just what it is.
I don't think any of us should.
Well, no, they shouldn't. But sometimes, you know, females especially, they'll, you know, I mean, even men in the entertainment business, right, Craig?
You know what?
If you got a jealous girlfriend or wife or whatever, you cannot be with that person if this is what you want to pursue and what you want to do, no matter what facet of the entertainment business you're in.
Yeah.
I mean,
but it's still nice to be kissed and hugged.
Well, I mean, I've been with the same man for 20 years, so I'm like, don't kiss and touch me, but it's okay. But if it was somebody new, yes.
Wait, Wait, can I ask you a question, Jenny?
Please do, Tai'Aysha.
Okay, so you've been with your man for like 20 years.
Mm-hmm. The sex sucks, but go ahead. What?
Oh, stop it. No. Oh, my God.
What were you going to say?
Okay, what do you think is the secret to sustaining a long-term relationship?
Okay, so relationships, they go through everything.
Mm-hmm.
Never think that you're going, and I just told my daughter this the other day because she just got her first boyfriend at 18 years old, okay?
Mm.
I told her the other day, you can't imagine that your relationship will ever be the same from when you first meet the person. People change, people grow, they make more money, they make less money, they do this, they do, like, you just grow as a person and change constantly, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to be going through some things.
Yeah.
You know, so nothing will ever be perfect how you want it to be.
You need to just love them through those things.
But you be trying, but sometimes I'd be standing over him with a pillow and I'd be wanting to, well, anyway, suffocate him. But okay, yeah, so... No, but that is the secret. If you want to be with somebody long term, you have to understand that relationships will always evolve and change.
I think that's great advice.
And if you can withstand the change, meaning like if he was over here dipping and diving and he's doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you went through that. Maybe I went through that. Relationships go through things like that. But if y'all want to come back together and try to make it work, maybe for the sake of the family or just because y'all love each other so much, right? Then you decide that. But don't ever think like because somebody been with somebody for 20 years it's been perfect, because it ain't perfect.
No, I know it's not perfect. And even the longest relationship I've been in is like 2 years. And it's been like, you know, struggle city.
Really?
So I'm like, how do people do that for 20? So when I hear somebody's been with somebody for a long time, I love to ask.
But if you've been with someone for 2 years and you're struggling like that, maybe that person, you should let them go.
Honey, I'm single.
Okay,
I'm
good.
just saying, you know, like in the past.
Yeah.
I just like to think because by the time I'm like 28, I want to be engaged, and then 29 married. So I want to know and have.
Okay, I'm gonna push back that timeline real quick. By 35, you should get engaged, and by 38, have kids. Like, you know, like.
No, because I'd rather either I'm gonna get married at 28 or 29, or I'm gonna get married at 60. It's no in between.
Okay, I think 60 is better.
Yeah.
Go live your life, girl. Have a great future. So what's happening with her album? Is there going to be an album, an EP on the way? Like, what's going to happen? Or is that too much pressure right now? Because you got the One Night Ting single out.
Let me tell you, I already have my second single picked. It's a breakup song, but it's not like I am crying over the guy. It's more like, yo, you lost something good. It's called Sorry, but it's like sorry, not sorry.
Okay.
And I think that when everybody hears it, if you've ever gotten your heart broken, which is like almost all of us.
Right, yes.
You're going to feel confident. You're going to feel like you just like stronger bones, more taller, like you just drank milk.
Okay.
You know? So I'm excited for that to come out. And it's high tempo too.
Oh, good.
So you could dance to it as well.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, but I think that people are going to love that. As far as like a body of work, I think I'm still working towards it, even though I have probably like 2 albums worth of music in the vault.
Wow.
I just want to make sure that when I put together a project, it's good. And I think I still have time.
Your first single is so solid with Saweetie on it. Who are some other artists that you're planning on working with or want to work with in the future?
I mean, I love SZA. I love Future. I love Adonia. I love Shamsia. All those people I think would be fun right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What about Bia? She's from Around Your Way.
Bia would be cool too.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's good.
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to, like, when we get off the radio, I'm going to school you on every single Boston artist that ever came out.
Ah, yes. I would love that.
No. Where's Benzino? Where is that guy? Where's Benzino? You know who Benzino is, right?
Yes.
Coil Ray's dad?
Yeah, Coil Ray's dad.
Yeah. He used to be part of a group called Made Men back in the day.
Yeah.
Yes.
I seen him on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah. Oh, yes. He was on Love and Hip Hop. Yes, he was. All right. Well, Tai'Aysha, thank you so much for coming in today. You're just amazingly talented, and I love talking to you. I love your record, One Night Ting. I mean, I believe that's a certified hit. What are your thoughts on there, Craig? Yeah, it's just such a fun record. In fact, let's put that back on one more time there, DJ Craig G.
Woo-hoo.
You have fun in New York, girl. Don't get in any trouble.
I'm going to get in the most trouble. I love men from New York. Like, I'm about to go crazy.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah. Oh, Michi.
Sorry,
You know I love you more.
I feel like she's lying, Meech. Meech, she's lying. She knows you're a creep. You like all her pictures on IG.
No, I love men who do that.
Even before she had her single out.
Name me up.
You was all about Tai'Aysha.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Michi.
Well, you know, I put that sexy stuff on the gram. Follow me there. It's at TAIAYSHA. Sorry to cut you off, Craig. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's the only connection. It's Hot 937.